Today is the 1st of November 2023, and I'd like to talk to you about constructing triangles with 2 angles and 1 known line length. Okay, before I begin, thank you. Okay, thank you to everyone who has been helping watching our videos. Okay, please, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, share, like, and follow. Okay, I'll really appreciate that. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Okay, and like our videos and share them and giving us a comment, 1 or 2 comments, keep on coming here and there. Please, if you're not the account holder, ask for permission, please. That's very important. I normally write, please follow my notes/script in the comment section. Okay, this is my notes. I've always done presentation with notes, with bullet points. It helps me stay on course and be able to present whatever I want to do. It doesn't matter the topic I'm discussing. Okay, so please follow them. Okay, it's because in maths, it's a good habit to do that. Okay, thank you very much. I could use your help on that. Beware of scammers, please. If I haven't said anything about money whilst I'm recording, okay, if I have to say something, I will say it to you. I won't go through the back door. So if somebody is asking you for donation or for money for watching this platform, it's not coming from me or anyone around me that I know of. Okay, and if you are a scammer coming on this page to scam people, please, can you stop it, please? Stop harassing people. Use your skills to help on the internet rather than scamming people and telling them things that doesn't exist to make money off people. It's not a good thing. So if you're one of them, please stop it or create your own account and use your name and scam people. Don't be using people's genuine platform to do that. Thank you. Recap. Last lesson, we looked at dividing angles into equal parts. So if you've been given an angle sorry for that, if you've been given an angle like 50 degrees, how do you divide it into 2 equal parts, maybe 25 and 25? Okay, now we know that we need a ruler, a compass, and a protractor, which I've shown you over and over again. Okay, so let's quickly look at an example. Bisect an angle of 56 degrees. So here, I said to you yesterday, they can allow you to draw the angle on a line with length, or they can just give you the angle in the exam paper and then they see how you backset it and they give you the line. These are questions you can pick 1 or 2 marks on. We can push you to the next grade boundary. Okay, so here I have the angle 56 degrees. So I drew it myself. So that is 56 degrees, if you can see. Okay, I'll zoom in for you. It's not quite on the line. Okay, so that's 56 degrees here. As you can see, that was my point. So I drew the line. So I have the angle 56 degrees with a protractor. That is a protractor here. So with my compass here of reasonable length, okay, I opened it up there, okay, like that, and I drew with that as my reference point. I drew an arc to cut the 2 lines. Okay, then using this point as a reference point, I drew another arc there and another arc there. So here you have to be watching. Now this point of intersection, I draw a line from this angle point through the point of intersection, and that will be my angle bisector. Okay, you can do this in 2 minutes for the marks. Okay, no mathematical. Listen, so if you see the new angle we have now, okay, I'll just measure one, because if one is 28, then the other one should be 28 as well, because we've measured the full one. So look at it. That is 30, but 28 is there, exactly on 28. So we successfully divided the angle 56 degrees to 28 degrees each. Okay, that was what we did yesterday, and we said it's called the angle bisector. Bisector because it divides the angle into 2 equal parts. Bi is 2. Okay, now for our starter today, we are going to find the missing angle. So you have this angle. You know that in a triangle, okay, it's the angle adds up to 180. Strangely enough, some students forget this in exams, but at times you can't blame them. So you have to, even though we've done the video, I keep on throwing this back into the status so that you don't forget. Okay, the 3 angles in a triangle should add up to 180. Now you have 2 of them. So if you take 180, 48 from 180 and 70, you are going to get 62 if you do it correctly on the calculator. So this angle will be 62 degrees. You can calculate it by now. Okay, now you have 2 angles again, 65 and 73. Okay, if you take 65 from 180 and then from 73, that angle C here will be 42. Okay, always remember the angle in a triangle is 180. You can add it to your flashcard if it's not on your fingertips already, so that you don't forget. The third example, 49 and 60. Now, if you take 60 from 180 and then you take 49, you are going to get 71. So this angle C here is 71. Okay. So that is basically our starter. Again, simple mathematical work. Some of these can come in the non-calculator paper because they are not difficult numbers to work with. Okay, all you have to do is remember the three angles add up to 180. You take 48 from 180. Whatever is left, you take 70 out of it. 70 is like in tens, so I will start first and take 70 from 180, which will give me 110, and then 110 from 48, that will give me 62. You can easily do some of this for the 1 mark here and there. Okay, now today, another thing to learn which involves little calculation, but assuming it came in the exam, you can get 1 or 2 or 3 marks. We can push you higher in the grade boundary. Okay, now today let's consider constructing a triangle. When you know 2 angles and 1 side, okay, I will show you how to do it and I'll talk you through step by step. So here we are going to construct an angle, one side 7.5 centimeters. That's what we've been given, and we are going to construct a triangle, please, not an angle. We are constructing triangles. Okay, and we've given 1 side and 2 angles. Now we've been given 7.5 centimeters and 2 angles, 62 degrees and 35 degrees, and we've been asked to draw it. Okay, so this is the drawing I have, so I'll show you how to do it. So first of all, I'm going to measure this length, 7.5 centimeters. Okay, I've always told you that you use what you've given to get what you don't know. Okay, so 7.5 centimeters there. So if you can see, that is my 0 mark, and that's my 7.5 centimeter mark. Okay, you will not be videoing yourself, so you'll be accurate. I did this before I came, so I've measured. Now, at the end of these 2 lines, that is my point, and that is my point. I've labeled it A and B. Now, the angles I'm supposed to use to construct is 62 degrees. So at one end, I will start with a larger angle. Okay, 62 degrees. So now, if you look at it perfectly, okay, you can see that this angle here is 62 degrees. So from there, you can see 0. Okay, it has two scales. One is coming from 180 and one is from 10. So I'm going to use this one. Okay, so that is my 62 degrees. It's moved a little bit, but if you adjust, 62 degrees is on that point there. Okay, then you draw a line from A to cut through the point 62 degrees and extend it just a little bit. Now the second angle is 35 degrees. So this is where it becomes tricky. Okay, so after measuring the first one, if you are looking for a triangle, okay, now if you measure your 35 degrees from here, the line is going to go there, okay, and that line will not give you 35 degrees. So if you measure 35 degrees from this side, actually what you've done is you've measured 155 degrees. So you have to measure it inwardly from here. Okay, so 0, 10, 20, 30, 35. That is the point here, because this angle is what we want to form the triangle. So here, 35 degrees, as you can see, 35 degrees. So again, with my reference point B at the end of the line that I've given 7.5 meters, I'm going to draw a line through the measured angle straight. Now, the point of intersection will be my third angle, and that is my triangle there. Okay, now if you measure this angle correctly, it should give you 83 degrees. So let's see. So I'm going to try and measure this angle. Okay, at the point of intersection, I need to put my so here is 83 degrees. If you adjust it a bit, it should give you 83. So 81, 82. Okay, so yeah, so we should get 83. Now, if you take, as we just seen in the starter, if you take the angle in a triangle adds up to 180. Okay, so if you take 180, if you take 62 and 35 from 180, you should get 83, which we've just measured. Even though we are getting about 82.5 here, if I stop if I'm not videoing and I put the protractor accurately, I should get 83 because I did measure it before I came on here. So this is how you do it. So I'm just going to remind you, we'll do a few examples, okay? So first of all, you draw the line, okay, that you've been given with a ruler. Okay, you draw the line AB. Okay, you can decide to extend it, you can decide not to, but make sure even if you extend it, you are working the line, the angle is at 0 to 7.5 centimeters. So I wouldn't extend this line. I'll just do it as I did, so that my reference point will be A to B, because this is accurately 7.5 centimeters. Okay. Now, using a protractor, we measure the first angle 62 degrees. So as I just showed you, you measure this angle. I would normally measure the angle, the bigger one. Okay, because if assuming the line went there, okay, then I will be able to know how to measure this, so that I don't measure it on that side. Okay, so I'll measure the bigger angle. So the first angle, the big angle, is 62. So when I measure it from this point, I get 62. That is my 62 degrees with my protractor. Then with my second angle, I use the protractor to measure 35. So I've shown you how to measure it. Okay, and then I'll extend it a little bit. Okay, where they cut is where the third angle will be, and then I've got my triangle. If you do it correctly, as I've said, the third angle should add up to the two angles to give you 180. So as we've just found, this is 62, that is 35, that is 7.5 centimeters. We've been given this three things, but we found that from construction again, that this angle is 83 degrees. Okay, that is true what we've done, but if we do it in calculation, we should get 63 degrees. We verified. Okay, again, simple construction work that can earn you up to 3 marks. We can push you into a higher grade boundary. Okay, so if you can do some of these things right, this can come in a non-calculator paper, because you don't need a calculator to do this. All you need is a ruler, a protractor, and a pencil, and a compass. You don't even need a compass to do this. Just a ruler and a protractor. Now, so that is our the first example. Now, the second example, the same thing. Construct a triangle with length 6.5 centimeters and angles 105 and 30. So for instance, this angle is 105. Okay, so I will construct the 105 first, get the angle, and then with the direction of the line, use it to construct the 30 degrees. Okay, so my line should be 6.5 centimeters. So first of all, I'll draw the line here. Okay, so if you draw use your ruler from the 0 mark there, that is 6.5. Okay, as you can see, exactly 6.5 there. You can see the points, 6.5. Now, the bigger angle is 105. So I'm going to use this point here, okay, the end of one end of 6.5 to construct the first angle and extend the line. So barely. Okay, so now look at it. This is 0 all the way to 105 here, and that is 105. Then I use a ruler, okay, connect this point to the 105 that I've marked on my protractor, and now extend the line a bit, okay, and then use the next angle 30 degrees there with my reference point at B, .30 degrees. Now if you measure 30 degrees from here, actually your line will be going there, it will never meet, but actually this will be 150 degrees. Okay, so your 30 degrees should start from here, and that will be 30. So you put the mark there, which you can see I did, and then you connect this line with a ruler from B straight to cut the line. So that is your triangle there. Again, if you measure the third angle, which I'll quickly try and do, if you quickly measure your third angle, that should give you 45 degrees there. 0, that's 40, 45 degrees. And if you take 105 and 30 from 180, you've got 45 degrees. Okay, so actually we've just proved that the three angles in a triangle should add up to 180. Okay, so whoever came up with that knowledge did this over and over again and realized that if I have a triangle, the three angles should add up to 180. That is just what you are investigating. Okay, so you've drawn it, you've seen it, so you can say that it is a fact. Okay, so measure third angle and it's 45 degrees. So by construction it's true, and by theory it's also true. That's why we can use that to do our calculations and be sure that it is true. Okay, and you can get a question like this, 2 or 3 marks. Again, these are cool marks you can collect with little mathematical things to do, which again can push you up to a higher grade. Now let's look at the third example. The third example, um I, I could have gone a bit down, but because I didn't have space, I went a bit over. So I'll go through with you. So we'll construct a triangle, length 8.5 centimeters, and angle 94 degrees and 48 degrees. Now, if you've been given this to do, because of where the angle will meet, okay, to form the triangle, they will give you the space for it, okay. So now we've measured the line first. So I came and then I measured my line 8.5 centimeters, okay, there. That is 8.5 at B, and that is 0 at 8. So in my mind, I'm doing the bigger angle first. My bigger angle is 94. So on one end, okay, on my end A, I'm going to measure 94. So that is gets below 95 here. That is 94. Okay, I measured it, so it's quite. If I adjust it a little bit, I should get by. It was 94. So that is my point. I use a ruler to extend the line. Okay. As you can see, first I extended the line from here, and then I measured 48 from this reference point B. So you need two ends of the line, okay. So here again, 48, okay. As we've seen, if you measure 48 from this side, okay, you are going to get a line going that way, and they will never meet because you are measuring a bigger angle, and you want to measure it from this side. So you have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, that is 45, that is 50, and that's 48. That is my point I made there. So with the ruler, I connect B to that point and draw a straight line. Unfortunately, it didn't meet here, so I had to extend it a bit to get it to that point. So this is where they meet, and that will be my third angle. Okay, so this is actually my diagram. Okay, so ignore this. So that is a, okay, but if it were an exam, they will give you a bigger space to draw. Okay, now if you measure this angle correctly, you should get 38. Okay, let's find out. I did it, so I know it's 38. Okay. So that is, so let's start from this scale. There is 2 scale on the protractor. Okay, so that is 30. It's past 35. Okay, it's about 38. All right, then. It's about 38. So again, the 3 angles in a triangle is 180. Okay, and that is how maybe that has become a theory that we use in maths. Okay, so you've just seen that any triangle in a triangle, in any type of triangle, should add up to 180. Okay, so this angle here will be 38. So these are questions again you can easily do with little calculations, which can give you 1 or 2 marks. Okay, so today what have we been doing? We did a recap of an angle bisector. We did a starter, finding missing angles using the theory of 3 angles in a triangle, adding to 180. And then I've shown you step by step how to draw a triangle with 1 known side and 2 angles. Okay, assume you've been given 1 a length and 2 angles. Okay, if you have a question like that and you don't understand, okay, go and try it, watch the video, go and do it, and then help yourself, please. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next.